Hey Wolfie, how are you? You're at a stoplight. Driving home. How was your work day? Good, just finally going home. Good. Get something to eat, play some Final Fantasy VII. Just relax. Hey, Isaac. Yeah, I was recording and I guess updating my OBS reset all my settings. So that's fun. You need to be tucked in. You're sleepy? Well, hopefully you get some sleep tonight. I don't even want to talk about how I just did like an hour and a half of this game, and I have to redo it. Oh, you have the past few nights? That's good. And Wolfie's driving. This is gonna be such an easy battle now. Saturn's actually so overpowered. Hey, Sway. What's up? Still playing Xenoblade, Sway? It's the cousins. Oh, you're home? Good. You don't have a far drive from work? Kind of far. Do you like working the afternoons? No. I don't blame you. I don't like that shift either. If I could pick my perfect shift, it would be like a really early morning. So like 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. because you still have your whole day. I used to work 3 to 12 a.m. like 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. and it wasn't a bad job, but it was really bad hours. Sometimes it would be like 3 p.m. to 5 a.m. Get that overtime. What are you gonna do for the rest of your night? You're getting paid every 2 weeks. I've never had a job where I get paid weekly, but I hate getting paid every 2 weeks too. It should be mandatory to pay weekly. Who the hell can survive off 2 weeks? That way if you think about it too, like you can actually budget better getting paid weekly. Because you can pay your bills with the first paycheck or the second paycheck. And then you can have that other paycheck to do whatever. Play some Final Fantasy VII. Nice. love how her attack is so bad. So weak. And then Saturn follows up with like a 500 HP. Alright, we're gonna attempt it. Then you had to get this new job and they suck. I know, I hear ya. I know, it should be mandatory. They should pay weekly, all jobs. I don't know what's stopping them. Like, who decided that was the mandatory payment? Alright, we're relying completely on Sailor Saturn for this. She's so OP. Wait, who's going? Is it Uranus? Okay. She's actually like so powerful. Because Uranus has like 0 defense. Okay, it's 1 down. You have to do 5 of these. They're not too hard, actually, which is nice. You won't believe me when I say I already did this. I spent about 2 hours, and then Isaac pointed out that there was no sound, and then I realized that I had reset my OBS settings. So, that's great. I do when they pay every 2 weeks, the owner gets money on the first week. They're greedy, but if they're not, they pay every week. Yeah, like, it's such a stupid thing to argue over. Like, just pay your employees every week, you know? Like, I don't understand it. Hey Morph, how are you? I am back at it. It did not take me long to get back to this point. It's actually a pretty easy game in terms of like the bosses and that. They're actually not that bad so far. I don't know. Could get harder. But yeah, I already played through this. And I just deleted the VOD because I was like, no, I'm just gonna delete it. There's no sound, so whatever. But we're almost at the end of it anyway, so. You're doing great. That's great. I had a really big workout today, and I was not ready for that. So hopefully I sleep. Do I recommend the game aside from a terrible Need for Sailor Moon RPG? I actually do. Like, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. I'm not the... I used to watch Sailor Moon as a kid, but I don't really know anything about it as an adult, except that the green-haired girl and the brown-haired girl are apparently, quote, cousins, unquote. But yeah, like, I would recommend it for just like a fun RPG that doesn't take a whole lot of effort, at least so far. We're only on the 3rd chapter. There's 5, I think, in total. So, take that with a grain of salt. It's been fun so far. I wouldn't recommend buying the game itself unless you have the hardware, because it's an expensive game from what I remember. I think the Japanese version is like $300. Luca's hair isn't brown. What color is it? It looks brown, or like blonde. I'm sorry. It looks, my screen might also be kind of weird. Watch, it's like red and my monitor's just really bad at color. It's actually red hair, and Neptune's is actually like black. That for you. Saturn's actually really OP. Like, you use a manicure on her, and she can take down anyone in like 2 turns. But yeah, so if you can find the English version of this game for the Super Nintendo, I think it's a little cheaper. I think. It's a short RPG too, so it's only like 20 hours. So it's nice to play if you don't have a lot of time. I like short RPGs the older I get. I don't like the price of them, but I enjoy short RPGs. This is a fan translation, yeah. I'm playing it admittedly on a emulator, just because I can't afford to buy it. I can't spend that much. I'd like to actually buy the physical copy when I'm back in Japan. If it's not $300 still. Your local video game store too might have this fan translated for the Super Nintendo. Mine did. But he was asking like $100, and I was like, that's still too much. One that I really want to play that was never released in North America, and I don't think I can find it in Japan, is Terranigma, so I may have to emulate that one too. You'll never do it at this point, like emulate? This is the only game that I have emulated. Everything else I have on physical hardware. So when you see me playing like my Super Famicom and Famicom, I actually have the console for it. They're trying to capitalize on our childhood. 100%. Buy the console, then the game, then the capture card. Yeah, it can be. Like, I don't really want to play any of my Super Famicom stuff right now. Just because it's such a hassle hooking it all up, because I have the Retron 5. Because all the games I brought from Japan, I have patches for, English patches. But it's just such a hassle to hook up. I shouldn't be lazy, but I do want to play a few of them. Like, I have Gremlins I want to play. I have a couple RPGs I want to play. Yeah, exactly. I don't hate on emulation. I think it's an accessible thing. Especially if the game isn't, like, available anymore. There's certain games that you, like, physically cannot get anymore. And people are charging an arm and a leg, which is horrible. So in that case, yeah, like, I don't care. I don't care in general if people emulate. That's great. I also have mainly physical. Like I said, this is the only game I emulate. Oh, I lied. There's one more game on my PC that I have. But it's only because the physical copy is like $300 or $400. And that's Skies of Arcadia. I just really wanted to play it. But I'm not trying to spend half a paycheck. Look, the cousins are holding hands. Well, close cousins. Oh yeah. I don't hate on anyone for emulating. I see both sides. Like, I see how people... I don't really agree with, like... I don't know if I agree with, like, emulating newer games, but at the same time, like... I don't really care. It's not my life. I try to live life just completely non-judgmental of everything. Yeah, eventually I'll hook up my Retron 5, and then I'll be able to play my Super Famicom and Famicom games that I wanted to. There's a game that I have for it called Dark Half, and I bought it in Japan, and I'm so excited to play it. It's the one game that I was looking for out of all of them, and it's just such a fun game. It's kind of like a tactical game, but kind of like a tactics ogre type battle system, but you play as like a bad guy and a good guy. You're against giving Patreon money to your group so they can make... Yeah, that's true too. This is kind of a hot take as well. But I don't really agree with, like, Patreons in general for certain things. Like, I don't believe in locking stuff behind a paywall. That's always kind of irked me. It's like, I was reading this manga, and, or this, like, Korean webtoon, but she was locking, like, hidden scenes and everything behind a paywall, and I'm like, just, you know, I get it. You're being supported as an artist, and I get that, but, like, you should make it optional, right? Yeah, exactly. It's like scans. It's like a library, you know? Libraries, I'm pretty sure, still have, like, really old books scanned into their systems. This one I can't do anything, so I'm just gonna die. Pretty sure she's invincible. Yeah, the way I look at it is support if you can, but if you can't, then I'm not gonna judge you for emulating a game. Even if you can. Yeah, exactly. Like, it kind of disappointed. It made me not want to read her stuff anymore, because I was like, I get it that, you know, I don't know. It's like YouTubers as well who lock certain things behind a paywall. And I've never fully agreed with that. I get why they do it, but I don't really support it at the same time. If it makes sense. I'm not saying, like, they shouldn't do it. I'm just saying, like, oh, it's, you know, everything should be accessible to everybody in this world. People don't have money. I know I had to die in that fight. This should be pretty simple. Let's just give her a hit, give Saturn manicure, and just do this. My whole point at the end of the day is just do whatever you want. As long as you're not hurting anyone physically. Don't like it when it's marketed as free, but it's actually a demo. It's a straightforward demo. I see it as totally fair. Yeah, exactly. That irks me too, because it's false advertising. That was a lot of power. Because it's false advertising, right? One thing that I hate the most is false advertising. I think that's the one thing that irks me the most. Wow, she's so powerful. I hope she stays with me, because I'm gonna be screwed without her. It's like in school and university, I used to have this, like, I don't believe in buying the university books. I think that if you can pirate them, you should, because they're ridiculously priced. And for students especially ones who don't get student aid, it's ridiculous. It's unfair. So I actually created, I was the person in university who pirated university books, and then I would scan them and I would sell them at like $20, you know, per textbook. So people would be hitting up my dorm and they're like, hey, do you have Sociology 101? And I'm like, I actually do. And I would just go scan it for them at the library, because you got free printing and with your card, and then I would just print a bunch of copies and then just sell it to people for like $20, you know? Because it's stupid. Like, why are you charging like $400 for a textbook? It's the biggest ripoff ever. If you can pirate school textbooks, pirate them. The portraits are super cute. I also hate when teachers recommend their own books. they're like, well, to pass this class, you have to buy my book specifically from the library. And it's like, go screw yourself. Charging $120. I mean, I was still making money off people, but I was doing it at least a 80-90% discount than what the school was doing. Because I still had to make money too. I had to pay my bills and eat. FBI is going to show up at my door. Your music teacher in university charged us for his own book for the test. I knew more than him anyways. I hate that. That pisses me off so much. $40 is way better than $400, yeah. I hate that though. Like, professors are so arrogant sometimes. Oh, it's stuff that you won't find anywhere else. You need to buy my book. And then I ended up buying a copy of this stupid prick's book, and it was literally just like an autobiography. Nothing to do with what was on the test. He just wanted us to buy this book. Like, actually the worst. Perfect. Alright. So that's the end of chapter 3. I actually am going to do a voice chat with my friend Wutai. So I'm going to end it here, and I'll be back with chapter 4 tomorrow. Alright. Thank you, Morph, for joining in. Sorry that I'm cutting it out now. But I will do probably another 2-hour stream tomorrow. And then we'll be in chapter 4, and then we just have the last chapter. So we should be done this game by Friday.